discussing about that Charles law, very important gaseous law, that is Charles law. This is also called volume temperature relationship. So once see that this statement of this Charles law. At constant pressure, the volume of given mass of gas increases or decreases by 1 by 273 times to its original volume at 0 degree Celsius. Okay, what is the meaning? Here the volume of gas increases or decreases by how many times? 1 by 273 times than its original volume at 0 degree Celsius. For every 1 degree rise in temperature or decrease in temperature, for every 1 degree rise in temperature or decrease in temperature. Okay, what is the meaning here? Suppose a gas is at 0 degree Celsius, its volume will be taken as V0. Suppose if you increase the temperature 1 degree Celsius, okay, then volume will becomes V0 into 1 by 273. Suppose if you increase the temperature 2 degrees Celsius, what happens? Volume increases V0 into 2 by 273 times. Suppose if you increase the temperature 3 degree, what happens the volume? V0 into 3 by 273 times increases. Similarly, if you decrease the temperature 1 degree Celsius, what happens? Volume 1 by 273 times will be decreases. If you decrease the temperature 2 degrees Celsius, what happens? Volume will be decreases by 2 by 273 times than its initial volume. Okay, generally we are taking only positive, increasing values only, negative values we are not taking. Okay, why? Because negative volumes we are not considering, that negative volumes, zero volumes we are not considering, only we are focusing that positive values. That is the reason why we are talking about only increase, not decrease here. Okay, see that. So increase of 1 degree, so 1 by 273 times then its original volume increases. Similarly, increase of T degree Celsius means so T by 273 times increases than its initial volume. At T degree Celsius, volume of the gas Vt is taken as initial volume plus volume of gas at T. Okay, initial volume V0, volume of gas at T, what happens? V0 into T by 273. So here I am taking V0 as common, so formula will become 1 plus T by 273. So I am taking LCM here, then formula will becomes like this. So I am writing this V0 in the denominator. So formula will be like this: Vt by V0 is equal to 273 plus T degree Celsius by 273. Here you have to remember this point. At this point, one new scale was developed. That scale is called Kelvin scale or absolute scale. Kelvin scale or absolute scale. That means so absolute scale capital T is equal to 273 plus T degree Celsius. Okay. here. So Vt by V naught is equal to, in the place of this I am writing capital Tt. Now onwards we are not considering Celsius here. Okay, it is not Celsius, it is temperature in terms of degree only, whether it is Kelvin or Celsius. We are not mentioning here, but we are considering Kelvin here only. Okay, so 273, it will be taken as T naught here. So this will be final volume, this will be initial volume, this will be final temperature, this will be initial temperature. So I am rearranging this formula like this. V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. So V by T is equal to constant. So I am arranging the formula like this. That means at constant pressure, okay, the volume of given mass of gas here, at constant pressure, volume of given mass of gas. Here both terms are constant here. So volume is directly proportional to temperature. At constant pressure, for a given mass of gas or fixed amount of gas, volume is directly proportional to temperature. That is what we are saying, that Charles law. If you difficult to remember this, simply we can say that at constant pressure, the volume of fixed amount of gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. What I said? At constant pressure, the volume of fixed amount of gas is directly proportional to temperature. So here I am writing, that's a small statement. At constant pressure, the volume of given mass of gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Absolute temperature. So volume is directly proportional to temperature at constant pressure for the fixed amount of gas. This is a modified form of the Charles. Okay. See that here proportional. Whenever you are removing the proportional, we have to use constant. So here V by T is equal to constant. Constant may be taken as K. Okay. Can I write V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2? Why? Because constant we can take in any form. Suppose if you take initial volume, initial temperature, so for my convenience I am writing like this: constant, final volume and initial volume. This formula we can use in the mathematical problems. Okay. And one more important point we have to discuss here: absolute zero temperature. Absolute zero temperature. Absolute zero temperature. What is its meaning? See that previously I used that one formula, this formula. Okay, Vt is equal to V naught into 273 plus by 270. If you kept minus 273 degrees Celsius in the place of T degrees Celsius, what happens to the volume of the gas? It will be 0. It will be 0. That means at minus 273 degrees Celsius, volume of the gas will be taken as 0. But this is not practically possible. It is an imaginary temperature. Why? Because volume of the gas never be 0. Similarly, never be negative. Okay. So for theoretically we can say like this, but practically this will not be possible. Okay. So that is the reason why it is called absolute zero temperature. What is that? Minus 273 degrees Celsius, or sometimes it is called 0 Kelvin. 0 Kelvin. For our convenience, we are writing here minus 273.15 degrees Celsius also. Okay. But most of the cases, for simplifying the formula, we are using this term here, 273.15, 273.15, like that. Okay. In the problematic point of view, for simplification it will be difficult. That is the reason why simplest form 273 degrees Celsius we are using. Okay. What is the meaning of absolute zero temperature? Absolute zero temperature. The volume of the gas supposed to be 0. Volume of gas supposed to be 0. Supposed to be 0. I am saying that. That means it not be 0. Okay. So at which temperature that will be possible? Minus 273.15 degrees Celsius or 0 Kelvin. This absolute temperature not depends upon the pressure. It not depends upon the pressure of the gas and also nature of gas. Nature of gas. Absolute zero temperature not depends upon the pressure of gas and nature of gas. What is the meaning of absolute zero temperature? Volume of gas supposed to be 0. Okay. At which temperature it will be possible? Minus 273.15 degrees Celsius or 0 Kelvin. This is called absolute zero temperature. Okay. See that. Next we are discussing about that graphs. I hope everyone understand that capital T is equal to 273.15 plus T degree Celsius, or capital T is equal to 273 plus T degree Celsius. Okay. Mostly we are taking this for simplification purpose. Suppose if we are having that 0 degree Celsius, it will be 273 plus 0. Okay. T degree Celsius means 0 degree Celsius. Suppose if you are having 1 degree Celsius, 273 plus 1, how much? 274 Kelvin. It will be 273 Kelvin. Suppose if you are having that 546 Kelvin, capital T is given as 546. So small t what happens? So 546 is equal to 273 plus T degree Celsius. So T degree Celsius will be 273 degree Celsius. Okay. It will becomes 546 minus 273 is equal to T degree Celsius. Just like we can convert, if Celsius is given, we have to take into Kelvin. This is mandatory in that gaseous state problem. Okay, whenever that Celsius temperature you are observing, you must convert into Kelvin temperature by using these relations. So this is the interconversions. Okay, once practice, I will give that some Celsius temperature and Kelvin temperature. 56 Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius, 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, 5 Kelvin, 50 Kelvin. It will be right in terms of Celsius scale. It will be right in terms of Kelvin square. Okay, so this is about interconversions. If Celsius is given, we can convert it into Kelvin. If Kelvin is given, we can convert it into Celsius. In the gaseous state, what we are doing means we have to convert Celsius scale into Kelvin scale. Okay. Next we are discussing about that